What's up everyone, in today's video I'm going to be talking about Spider-Man. I'm back in my old room. For those who have joined in the past year or so, or 9 months, this is actually my bedroom. It's gone under a bit of renovation. So for example, this wall behind me used to be red and the pictures used to be in a different place. Fun fact, that photograph right there, I took that. But yeah, so this is my room, quite nice and bright now because painted most of the walls a brighter colour than like red or something. But yeah, feels good to be back. There is still some stuff I'm trying to sort out and whatnot. Like for example, I've changed how my setup is, so I've got more of a background for when I stream. By the way, my Twitch is in the description if you want to go and check that out, because I go live quite a lot playing that old Minecraft because I'm addicted. Cosplay wise, I've got some templates here. Remember, like, hey Matt, what's it for? Iron Man. Simple. I did put a poll out on Instagram, and the verdict was actually Iron Spider. People wanted me to make that, but I'd already got the templates for Iron Man, so I thought, screw it, I'm going to do that first. And with my knowledge of that, I will then go ahead and do Iron Spider. So we've got some stuff to look forward to. I've also got to make the pattern for Iron Spider as well, so that'll be something else that I do. I also redid my lenses yet again because they were a bit scratched and not very good looking anymore. So I actually resprayed them and they look really shiny now when I don't drop them. But I'm really happy with how these turned out. And yeah, so right now I'm waiting for my mum to come back because she's currently using the car. By the way, congratulations on passing her test like a month or so ago, because she's a legend. She hadn't done it before, and yeah, so she passed the test and is raring to go. So she's currently walking somebody's dogs. So I'm waiting for her to come back so I can go to Taunton, go to the cinema and watch Spider-Man Far From Home. And I'm like, I really want to go and see it because it's Spider-Man, and you know, it's me, basically. It is sunny as heck, and my car is dying. So it turns out I might, well, Raja's going to come get me, so I might be able to vlog anyway in the car. But I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I think my head gasket is on its way out, which, if you know cars, isn't great. So yeah, that's expensive. The part itself, not so expensive, but the actual like labour of it and getting somebody to fix it, that's the expensive part. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. There is a car I could buy, but I would then have no money, so that's not ideal. But we'll see. I'm just waiting for it to cool down for now. Hey bud, you alright? And yeah. But I will do a full spoiler with I'll do a full review with spoilers at some point in the next couple of weeks, so look out for that on this channel. But yeah, let's just jump right into it. So I'm gonna say this is definitely in my top 3. That's right, top 3 Spider-Man live action Spider-Man films. So that's not including Into the Spider-Verse, which I actually consider to be the best Spider-Man film to date. So there you go, just my opinion on that. But Far From Home. At first, I didn't like the new suit. So the red and black with the white spiders and blah blah blah. Didn't like it personally, but after watching the movie, I absolutely love it. And if you've seen it, you'll know that how he goes about getting it is like that whole thing about how it happened. I'm trying to do this without spoiling it, but how he acquires the suit is the reason why I love it. And I am going to be designing the pattern for it, and I will probably end up getting the suit in the future. But yeah, the movie changed my mind. I did that with the Homecoming suit as well, to be fair. But I liked the Homecoming more anyway because it was red and blue, and I wasn't sure about the red and black, but now I love it. I'll talk about how the actors were and things I was unsure about in Homecoming and other bits of other movies. But that kind of fixed itself in Far From Home. So first things first, they really they clear up why, like, what happened at the snap, or why everyone's still in the same year group. They cleared that up, so that's really interesting, and really they did it really, like, it wasn't even subtle. They basically told the audience what happened. So that was a really good beginning, like, of the movie, and I think it needed that. Now, what I will say is there's a lot of stuff in the trailer that isn't necessarily in the film, but that's not a bad thing. I think if it was in the film would be a lot longer, and it would almost sort of be a bit samey. So in my head, it makes sense that it wasn't in the film. And when you watch it, if you haven't already, go and watch it. When you watch it, you'll see what I mean, and you'll see which scenes weren't in the film and blah, blah, blah. But what I do know is that apparently they're releasing a one-shot or a short film of the scenes that they didn't didn't include in the movie, which I expect will probably be in the release, the Blu-ray release. It will have the extra short film there. Now onto the actors. So from Homecoming, I was relatively unsure about MJ. It was a bit like, oh, you're MJ? Ah, okay. Because at first she was Michelle, and then it was, my friends call me MJ, blah, blah, blah. And I was unsure about that. I was on the fence. But Far From Home completely flipped my mind on that. She's a really, really good MJ. It's a different style. It's a different type. But it works. With the current universe and like Tom Holland's Spider-Man, works perfectly in my mind. And I know a lot of people didn't like this film, and I don't know why. Because it was essentially watching a comic unfold before your eyes in live action, and it was beautiful. So we see a different side of Nick Fury, which is interesting. And those of you who have watched it will know what I'm on about. But yeah, we see a completely different side of him. But it's really cool. It's really nice. Same with Hill. Like, those two work really well together, and I think that they just, the chemistry is really good. And seeing the contrast between how he treated some of the Avengers, and then now how he's treating the newest Avengers, Spider-Man, it's different, but it's a good different. So, like, I personally really enjoyed it. I think it worked and everything else. Jake Gyllenhaal as Mysterio. Now, we all know, or at least you should know, about how Mysterio, or what Mysterio does and how he's doing it, and blah, blah, blah. Again, not going to spoil the film. I'm not going to do it. I could, but I'm not going to. That'll be in a later video. But for now, Jake Gyllenhaal as Mysterio was really good. Like, really good. The chemistry between him and Tom, I loved it. I absolutely loved it. They were very good as like, Tom, I think he's got this really nice way of just connecting with the other actors that he's with. Like him and Robert Downey Jr., for example, they were like instantly connected in Homecoming, and in this film it's him and Happy and him and Jake, and it's just he's really good at acting and connecting with other actors, and I really enjoyed that. So they worked really well together, and he did not disappoint as Mysterio, like, at all. And it was a really good representation of him. And they made it really modern, and like they changed it as well. And I can't. One thing that this film does really well is it ties off everything that's happened in the Marvel Universe so far, and then it changes it. It's like it's like I don't know. I'm getting like excited just talking about it, and I need to go and watch it again. And I'm going to take my girlfriend to watch it, hopefully next week. But yeah, when I after I watched it the second time, then I'll do the spoiler review. So yeah, but Ned in this film was really good. He was really funny. Betty had a more prominent feature in this film as well. And then Flash, he was like, again, it's a different representation of Flash, but it still works within the context of how they're representing Peter Parker and how that whole deal works. Like, they've done the modern bully. They haven't done the typical, like, the butch, like, punch you in the face for your dinner money kind of thing. They've done the almost psychological bully, and it does work, and it's really good. It's really good. And obviously, actually, I can't say that. No, never mind. But yeah, Flash is a really good character as well. So everything seems to. The only thing I didn't really like. Actually, hold on. What didn't I like? There was one thing I didn't like. Things that people were worried about from the trailer is that they were concerned it was going to be a Spider-Man is the new Iron Man kind of thing. And there are some hints of that, but it really isn't that. So this film isn't Peter Parker becoming Tony Stark. It's not that at all. It's Peter Parker finding himself through the actions that he is taking. I really connected with this film. I really enjoyed it. I thought that it was overall it was just an enjoyable film for, like, if you're going with your family, really good film for that. Or, you know, your friends, or if you're just going by yourself. Like Charlie, he went by himself because there was some mix up in a group chat and he went early. So, but we saw it on the same day. But he went by himself and he was like, yeah, I really enjoyed it. There are some things he thought that with pacing issues, but I didn't think that. I thought the pacing was fine. Yeah, he said he really enjoyed it as well. I don't know. I don't think he'll do a review on it, but we'll see. Overall, really, really great performance from the actors. They worked really well together. It was a very enjoyable experience from a comic book lover, and I think this movie is going to change the MCU completely. To be honest, I like just the way the story went, and you'll know what I mean when you go and watch it. But the way the story went and the way the things that happened within the story. The MCU is about to change big time, like big time, and there were even some references to the PS4 game in there. There was some references to other suits and other costumes that Spider-Man has worn in comic books, and there were references to throwbacks to like Iron Man and Iron Man 3, and it was a good film. And there was even references to Captain Marvel and Doctor Strange, and it was just I loved it. It was great. Go and watch the film. It's if you're on the fence about it, just go and watch it, and you're either gonna love it or you're gonna love it. So yeah, unless you're one of the people that hate it, in which case, you know, whatever. But Far From Home is, I would say, top 2. I would say I can't quite decide between that and Spider-Man 2. So thank you very much for watching this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you liked it. Leave a like if you did. Comment what you thought down below. Hit that subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that bell so you get notified every time I upload a video, and share with your friends and all that shenanigans. And hopefully next week I should have a new suit to show you. It's not far from home, but it's still pretty cool. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Yeah, it was a good film.